We know that the month of Ramadan is the month when the Quran was revealed. And it is therefore that the Almighty required us to fast during this month. And therefore, this month is not just a month of fasting. It is also a month when we are expected to have a closer, stronger relationship with the Quran. That is why there are many Muslims who, while they fast during the day, they go for Tarawih prayer during the night after Isha. Whether the Quran is recited in Tahajjud prayer or it's recited in Tarawih prayer, whether you are reciting it yourself or whether you are a muqtadi, you are listening to what somebody else is reciting, the purpose has to be to seek guidance. And guidance you cannot get unless you understand. So the exercise of saying prayers and reading the Quran during prayers or outside the prayers has to be to understand and to get guided. Unfortunately, most people who say their Tarawih prayer are not understanding the Quran. Somehow they have been made to be convinced that just merely listening to the Quran without understanding it would make them eligible for sawab, for rewards. The fact of the matter is that it's a very strange thinking. We read the Quran for us to be able to get guided through it. And for guidance, we need to understand it. And when we understand the Quran and we get guidance through the Quran, we get rewarded. So this reward, understanding of reward, is what causes the contact with the Quran, genuine contact that we can have with it. It causes it to be hampered, to be not properly pursued. What I would suggest is something which I would urge you to try this Ramadan. And if you find it useful for yourself, you would feel that you've gotten a new way of coming close to the Quran and coming close to the Almighty through understanding the Quran. What I would suggest to you is that you get up early in the morning, an hour or so, plus minus whatever suits you, before the Sehri time ends, and you say your Nafil prayer, non-obligatory prayer. You finish Surah Al-Fatiha, have your smartphone on your right side on a table. When you finish Surah Al-Fatiha, pick it up and look at the app where you have the Quranic text in Arabic followed by translation. In the language that suits you, the translation that makes you more comfortable. You recite a verse, you read the translation. Recite another verse and read a translation, and keep doing it. I'm very confident that you will have a very different, new and exciting experience. You will understand the Quran, and as a consequence, you will get guidance, and as a result, you will come close to the Almighty. Let's give it a try. If it helps, then you will be tempted to say this prayer even outside the Ramadan. And if you are able to do it, imagine, without being a Hafiz, we'll be able to read the Quran in our prayers and be able to complete it in a matter of months, and we can do it over and over again. Where this modern technology has created lots of opportunities for evil to get into our lives, there are tremendous opportunities, I can assure you, for virtue, goodness, and for coming close to the Almighty. So let's avail this facility and let's make use of it in this Ramzan. May the Almighty enable us to understand His book more effectively, and may He enable us to get guidance and come close to Him.